guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber for some Kyuujin, and today we're back with you for Black Sails, episode 7 from season 2.
Last episode, Jack became Captain Jack Rackham. Yep. Woohoo! He still doesn't have the right flag, but like he's butthurt about it. But
he's on his way.
He did prove that he had what it took to be a captain last episode. He had to split a baby, and the other crew, or at least the other captain, wanted to use for the fact that he was new and his crew was questioning him.
Also.
They had more men, and it came down to either accepting a shitty deal or fighting for this. And Jack decided to fight, and he managed. It was pretty cool. So now, yeah, he's gained a little bit of respect from his crew.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Anne is losing it in Nassau. She killed the guy from Flint's crew who came to the brothel with his secrets, and then she killed the girl who was taking care of him. And Max is covering it up for Anne's sake. It really sounded like she wanted to die. Like she knew what was gonna happen, and she just did it because there's nothing left for her. But Max is protecting her, so thank God. You got Flint, who gave his plan to the others about how if he brings back Peter's daughter and gains Peter's trust, they can use him in London to get their freedom,
to have legitimacy.
Yes, and it sounds great, but for that to work, they can't go after the Urka gold, and no one else on the island can go after the Urka gold, and it's going to be difficult because we got people who want that gold, like John, who John literally reminded Flint that he's not in it for Flint, he's in it for the gold. So if he doesn't go after it,
but Flint does want to go after with the gold and to go with
if
Peter's daughter.
He said he was gonna make it work, but because he can't tell the crew like, well, fuck the gold, like we're not going after that anymore. But we'll see how he manages because the two don't work together. And Charles did not want this at all. Like, he doesn't see the purpose and he doesn't see what he's getting from it. But Eleanor, she couldn't convince him, so she told Flint she was gonna get him Peter's daughter, and so she got to in the fort. She slept with Charles, and once he was passed out, she went to get the girl herself. So he's not gonna be happy about that.
Passed out. He was asleep.
Passed out from all his, love making.
For all the work. Okay.
Yeah. Let's jump in this episode and see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
All right, let's go.
You're going to convince them they'll feel better about voting for you over him.
He'll give a speech.
Here's why a lot of them will die tonight. Though still, his argument seems to be the easier one. Captain Flint will betray anyone to get what he wants.
He does have a valid point.
And he has done that in the past. I'm actually glad Billy's back.
They're ready.
He just freaked him out right before the vote.
Oh shit, he's right. I forgot about season 1 and 2.
A man asks for your trust. He asks and offers you things in the future.
It literally is what Billy said.
And the price of those things may be, the more you must ask yourself. What is it they're intended to blind me to in the present? It's no surprise that man wants to shift your attention to the future.
They all can do great
The
speeches.
most shining future it would have to be for him to blind you to the cowardly and devious acts of his past. When we first elected to merge these crews,
Where the fuck have you been?
did so
The launch landed on the beach a short while ago. The news it brings is of the utmost importance.
More important than losing our ship to Captain Hornigold?
Yes.
from us by men of the
They're supposed to be watching over the gold until we arrive. What the fuck are they
What
doing
happened?
back? Because there's no longer any gold to watch over.
What happened? Who took it?
Oh, but like a lot is hanging on that. Shit. But like, how? What happened? How do we convince them to follow if there's no gold?
Who took it?
Anything tying you to yesterday's events is gone.
But she knows it happened. She's on a self-destruction path right now, so...
These will not fit you, but they are clean. When you are ready, I will be downstairs, and we can discuss what comes next.
Is she gonna let herself sink to the bottom?
She just needs to find a way to go.
I was married to a man once.
Oh.
When? Because Jack found her when she was like 13.
Raised his hand to me, burnt me,
Force quitting,
shared
maybe?
me with his men.
Ugh.
I didn't know any different, didn't know I could do anything about it. And one day we were in a tavern. He was hurting me, and a man saw it.
Is it Jack?
And he slit his throat. That was Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
I was 13.
She was 13. Fucking hell.
I always thought he saved me from something. And then I wonder, maybe Jack took me from something I was supposed to figure my own way out of. Maybe you took away the chance to get strong enough to save myself, to grow up.
What do you say to that?
Instead, I went with them, do what the others did.
She needs to be strong on her own.
Become one of
She's been abandoned now, so she doesn't know what to do. For the first time, she's alone.
not what I was when I was born. It ain't what I become instead. What the fuck am I?
So then we were kind of right then. She connected with Max when she was being used by the crew in season 1. She was fucking young when it happened too. Although the whole Jack saving her makes me love him even more.
How old was he, you think?
I don't know.
Did he say?
Nah.
We made our way down to the ridge and watched while they ferried it all into the holds. Watched them weigh anchor and set sail.
Not a fucking piece left behind. Thank you.
So we have to follow another ship or just give up the gold, but we'll lose the support of our team and the support of John.
We have to think very carefully about how to navigate these next steps. The case for returning the girl to Charlestown in exchange for reconciliation cannot come from me. I've just had my authority challenged. But if it came from you...
Yeah, but is he gonna support that? He wants the gold and it's not there anymore. Yeah.
We stopped being a thing of any relevance about an hour ago. Is that so?
He warned you.
I understand your disappointment at this recent news. I share it. When I need your help, they need your help.
Oh, please. Don't try to convince me to do it for the sake of their futures.
He doesn't give a shit.
Those men listen to you. They give a shit about what you have to say. Where else in the world is that true? Where else would you wake up in the morning and matter?
Hey, that works.
You walk out on this?
You are someone
Where
here.
the fuck are you going?
Here you are something, so you must defend here.
And you have a chance at bigger things.
You'll address them then?
What are you gonna do next?
Yeah.
Do you want to discuss how you'll approach them?
Let him do his thing. He's good at it.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but we don't.
No. We don't, but he knows.
He didn't give him an answer. We still don't know what he's gonna say. I don't think we're gonna give up on Flint. Like,
Oh yeah.
Gossip Girl here, your one and only source into the scandalous life of pirates.
But seriously, John is so good at speeches.
Half that money spent already. What were you gonna do with it?
I was going to walk away from all your people and never look back.
Hey, it's got the merit of being true.
I mean it. And any one of you who says he didn't at least consider doing the same is a lying sack of shit.
He understands them.
But now, no gold.
But a
Well,
potential
that's the same
future?
two choices we've known our entire lives. Unless Captain Flint just showed us a third way.
Thank you.
Reconciliation. Pardons. And not because we need to apologize for what we've done. Not because we've got any desire to go back to where we came from. But because maybe this place could be the reason we never have to do either again.
Dude, you're so good at this. He's good.
Truly amazing. With that one and the captain aligned, there would seem to be no limits to their ability to manipulate sentiment.
He's got power.
I mean, he's one of the people, right?
Yeah.
I think it's clear what needs to happen next, Billy.
You're jumping straight to the pardons and just leaving all that behind?
So easy for you to betray your oath.
Yeah.
Those men are my brothers, but because they would march blindly to their end, does that mean we must as well?
You're giving up on them so easily.
I know we have the opportunity to save 8 of them from that fate. Those 8 men are our brothers as well.
As long as there's a chance.
We could find 8 men that would see things the same way. We do. Men who would be willing to betray the captain, assist us in subduing him, and deliver him to the Navy by force.
I love how he's saying it like it's the worst thing possible, but he's the one that offered that chance to him.
Yeah.
And find them.
Guys,
Baby.
give him time to prove his dream can work. Like, you were supposed to give him a chance, and now there's no gold, so let's jump to that.
Come on. Dufresne never intend to give Flint a chance.
You think she's thinking about going back to what she could have been? A proper lady?
Maybe. Like I said, she needs to find herself on her own. Be someone on her own. Not with an abusive man. Not with Jack.
Or for the sake of someone else?
Yeah.
Somehow it doesn't fit her, though. I already missed the coat and the hat.
But it's interesting that the clothes do not fit her. They're too big. Like, this is not who she is. Who she's supposed to be.
It's better on Wednesdays.
Stay away.
Don't you know who I am?
No. Why? You famous?
Not dressed like that. He doesn't know.
No.
Me either. Although I am working on it. Jacob Garrett.
He seems nice.
The guys and I are working on a plan to split off and start our own crew.
Jesus Christ, Jacob.
She don't need your life story. Take her upstairs and fuck her already. We ain't got all night.
She's not a worker, guy.
It could be a chance for her to join another crew, go with another man.
Me.
Was he new? He seemed nice.
I think like she doesn't know where to go from now, and now she's being offered a path and she's trying it. But I don't want her to just pick something because she feels like she has no other choice.
So once again, tell me the rules. No?
Just walk away, girl. This is not the path. Girl.
I'm sorry, she's new. Left another man downstairs under the impression he was our guest for the night. The management would like me to make it up to you and account for confusion.
Thank you, we did.
She was going towards it, but you're not in a mental state right now to make any decision. You need some time. The cinematography, though, of the choice, the zoom in and the music was great. In a way, I feel like she's so used to being used that's why she went towards that. Like, she's no better. Like, she doesn't aspire to anything else. I'm worried someone is gonna be waiting.
I really hope that nothing bad's gonna happen. Is that the only way out that no one knows?
Push, Eleanor. Maybe it hasn't been used in so long, it's just rusted shut.
We staggered our departures from camp so as not to arouse suspicion.
Don't!
Just the skiff. Someone's coming.
Did he tell?
Is he like, these guys would betray Flint, so let's get rid of him?
Yeah.
Dude,
What is this?
he's cursing you.
Thank
Have you
you.
ever been tortured?
Yoo-hoo-hoo.
It isn't actually the pain they're inflicting that's the most frightening part of it. It's the knowledge that even when the pain stops, that they've changed you against your will. I said what I had to say to get out of that place, but I have no intention of honouring their offer.
Good.
Thank you, Billy.
I was afraid for a sec.
I would fight to the death to ensure not a single one of my brothers ever has to face what I faced. Now, if there's a man on this crew that feels differently, that feels as though he'd be willing to accept another brother suffering that fate,
You'd be sending
so that
Flint
he
to that,
can
yeah.
avoid it, then that's a man I need to remove from my crew.
Dude, okay.
Can I change my mind?
If you ain't got the balls to stand up to Flint, maybe you...
Gosh, man. He was playing a game of his own.
But it's the fact that you don't even know if those people will honor their words also.
There will be no more dissent against Captain Flint.
He came out of this with a sense of community.
When they see that you've gone, they'll search every inch of this fort until they...
Oh shit!
Push! She's being like that. Push!
The door just slides.
They're coming.
Why don't you help, girl? Okay, let's go.
But yeah, Abigail, you could just help to open that freaking door.
Okay. Good. Oh, fuck the door. But they can't pass anyway.
No, but if the door is closed, they will know that they went through that door.
It's true.
Hurry up! Oh shit! Charles! Oh
Yeah.
shit! The betrayal!
Like he wouldn't have known.
Come on!
I killed him.
Oh,
For you.
I feel bad for him a bit.
No one is crew. I killed them all.
You didn't do it for me.
You will turn on absolutely anyone, won't you?
It hurt.
So what's the plan? Leave me to answer for this among the men. Was you and they'll tear me to pieces.
That's how it would happen.
Listen to me clearly. Put down that key. Walk back through that gate.
I can't, the door is closed.
And I will sort this with the men. But lock that gate. And there is no walking back through it. Ever.
Does she care enough about him not to go?
You will hear from me again.
But
came
not in a
back.
good way.
He came back from the grave once.
He might put you there.
Yep.
At least that you're sorry.
She made her choice, man. He has been doing a lot for her. Unfortunately, she plays him every time.
Was it really for her? Or was it
It was for her.
against her?
Come on, it was for her. The guy came to him with a deal and stuff to make this possible, and he spent on that for her.
There is always a future, as long as one is willing to build it for themselves. I can only scavenge leads generated by Eleanor for so long. I have an appetite for something larger than that. Proper spies. Perhaps off the island as well. For this I need a partner with knowledge of the sea, and I need a partner I can trust.
Okay. So you'd still be a part of the crew, except your own way. Through Max this time. It's a job. Hey.
Hello, Abigail. I'm Miranda Hamilton. Do you remember me?
If anything, now she's surrounded, she's got women with her. It's a lot less terrifying than to be surrounded by pirates.
And one that she knew
Yeah.
back then.
This will be a physical reminder of her betraying Charles.
You made a choice, you're gonna live with it and bear the consequences of it.
Awkward.
Don't suppose you'd mind sharing that bottle?
And what is it you wish to discuss?
Maybe he did the speech to help Flint, but deep down he's thinking about a way to do things for himself again. Like,
Make
we'll
his
see.
own fortune.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on a final tally, but I believe we've lost around 18 defectors over the last few hours.
Anyone want this?
Mr. Dufresne.
He left, okay.
We are without a quartermaster.
How about him?
I was thinking Mr. Scott might be an ideal candidate.
Billy, what the fuck are you doing?
It's you. It's always been you.
Captaincy.
Yes.
When I went into the water, I remember as I was falling, reaching out and grasping your hand. Now, I told the men you tried to save me. It's just as likely you let go.
Who will know?
I likely never know for certain. I'm more focused on what comes next than what's past. I believe that for what comes next, the men of this crew will need your leadership.
Because he knows what he's gonna do.
Man, you want to be quartermaster again?
England will have her island back, son. The day that happens, it'll be a bad day to be a pirate here.
Unless we had something to offer them that might change their thinking about it.
They're still going with the plan?
What do you think would have that kind of value to them?
Not what, who.
It's like, oh, they offered it to Billy once. I guess if I bring them Flint, they'll offer it to me.
The things I have destroyed to reach this moment. All that effort for all that sacrifice.
It needs to work.
Which is now entirely reliant upon you.
Trust is a funny thing. When I pledged my support to Captain Flint, I believed the trust between us to be of the strongest kind. But over the past few days, it's become clear to me that the prize we both wanted is becoming less a prize to him and more an obstacle.
He's gonna go his own way, do something.
I have feared for days that Flint might not want that gold to ever be found.
Why are you telling me this?
A few hours ago, a
Is
launcher
it?
arrived.
Is it? He lied about it. Wait, they lied about it.
My first thought was that the only reason they'd be returning early was if the gold was no longer there.
Is it still there?
Just a few minutes later, those scouts were standing in front of Captain Flint, reporting to him the gold was gone, on its way back to Spain.
They told Flint the gold was gone.
What did he tell you?
What did they tell you?
Because he's manipulating them. He's good with the people. They would say what he wants.
What had driven them to leave their post ahead of schedule.
It's still there, man. Or something happened, but you can get it.
That a tropical disease.
They're all dead?
Spanish camp. Dozens dead or dying. Any more suffering. We can.
So the goal is just right there?
And it's unprotected.
We need to go for it then.
Oh, but we can't.
True.
Oh,
The
shit.
Okago is on that beach, exactly where we left it. And owing to a most fortuitous act of God, it is almost entirely undefended.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, they'll love that.
Those two scouts a deal they simply could not reject. I will employ a smaller crew to retrieve the gold, and our 3 share will increase 5-fold. Do you know of a crew who might be willing to aid in this endeavor?
Yeah, we might know of a crew.
What about Jack's crew?
Shit! Shit! Oh, he's cunning!
But what is he gonna do if we take the gold?
Pirate, man. I don't know.
Are they gonna get killed?
I don't know, but what do people travel in the middle of the night like this? Best time to get attacked. Turn around. What the fuck? Okay. John is fucking cunning. I don't know about these guys. I'm jumping to John.
He knew that Flint has
He was gonna look for a way to give
a
up.
dilemma.
Yeah.
between the goal and his dream with Abigail and her father.
He had another path that worked best for him, so he went for it. John felt it, and yeah, he's been planning. Makes fucking sense, man. We said it, right? He said it himself too. He's not loyal to Flint. But for his plan to work, he needed Flint to believe that everything was fine and the gold was gone, and he needed Flint's eye away from that beach. And so that's why I was like, okay, he's giving a speech, so like he went with Flint's idea. Like, okay, so I guess, because I was wondering what he was going to say. I was like, okay, he's got so much power, and like he's got no reason to follow Flint with this dream because he wants the gold and it's no longer an option. So what is he going to say? And it surprised me that he went with, oh, let's support Flint. Like, yeah, it's so easily. That makes a lot more sense, though. That's by saying that he convinces Flint that, yeah, you've got your crew, you go ahead and you do your plan.
I'm gonna take the gold.
But I'm taking the gold. He's gonna do his own thing, and it's perfect timing for Max too, because she wants to expand. So there you go. And yeah, she could tell Jack's crew about that. She could tell Jack, since he'd be interested in that. I mean, even if it wasn't him, anyone would be interested in that. Truly. So, but then that's the thing. If they go, that's why he needed Flint's eye away. Like, he believes the gold is gone, and so he won't focus on that. But if they go and get the gold, it's still going to cause a problem. And now worse, it's going to cause a problem with Spain, and therefore with the people in charge in London, with the king and everything. Mm-hmm. But then Flint won't know about it, so he won't be able to plan it. He won't be able to do damage control.
So there will be consequences because of it.
One thing I do know, though, from Treasure Planet is that the treasure, I'm guessing, is the same treasure in Treasure Planet, right?
Yeah.
Or Treasure Island,
but
the book.
If I recall the movie from Disney, technically it's Captain Flint's treasure.
It's supposed to be Captain Flint's treasure.
But I mean, initially it was supposed to be his treasure, but
he's looking for in the movie, at least the Disney one that we know, John is trying to get what he believes is exactly Captain Flint's treasure. But that means that eventually, like, that treasure is going to end up in Flint's hands again if they go along with the story, if they stay, true to that. So I'm very, curious to see how that will go, who's going to truly get it, if they truly get it, and then how will it switch hands, if it switches hands?
Do you think that maybe John's going to take the treasure, Flint's going to take it back, put it somewhere, and it's gonna cost something?
It comes down to, can John do this without Flint figuring out what's going on? Because he's got allies too. Like, he's got people on his side that are currently working to help him make his dream come true. Kind of like Billy, who's got eyes and ears everywhere. And Eleanor also has eyes and ears everywhere. And we'll see, except he's leaving tomorrow morning, so if John is not with him, he'll probably figure out that something's wrong, but
I mean, John did tell Flint that they were through, because he was for the goal, and he helped him out with the crew for the vote. But technically, they're done. Technically. Right?
Technically. But then, wouldn't you wonder, why did you give a speech like that? Why did you support me only to turn your back on that? Because he did offer him a future. It's just not the future he wants. Flint also gave him a speech which I thought resonated well with John at first. I was like, okay, being told that you only matter here, which is true. He became someone important. People listen to him. He did get beat up for it.
Yeah.
But he is a master manipulator. He's a sweet talker, and he's always been good at that.
I did say that he had a silver thong.
He does. But John Silver.
He's such a snake.
But this is great. I did not see that coming, but I'm very excited about where it's going to go and how, the betrayal is not going to be taken lightly, and whoever gets the gold first will have to face Flint, who's going to potentially try to recover the gold so it doesn't become a problem. Because they are good. Basically, he just became an enemy to Flint's dream. And we know that Flint, when it comes to his dream, he doesn't back down easy.
I just thought about something. John needs a crew for the goal. We thought first about Jack's crew that he could go and take
Max has a share with Jack's crew.
True, but maybe Charles can do something about it.
Why? He has no affiliation with Max.
No, but he needs something. If not, he's dead with his actual crew.
If he hears about it, but he's got but remember that Charles currently has a very small crew and no ship.
True.
So what could happen is a team up. potentially. But I don't see
between Charles and Jack.
Yes, but I don't see why Jack would accept the team up with them, considering everything that happened. Like, he's in a good position right now, and he just became captain. Would you truly want to get another captain like Charles, who's got a reputation, on your ship to challenge your orders and stuff? Or maybe he'll think, I mean, to be fair, I was about to say, maybe you'll need, like, support and stuff, but John just said that they are all weak.
An easy take, yeah.
So I don't see why, I'm saying, unless Charles hears about it, but he will have to work it out with his crew, with his people, because yet they will not accept this lightly. Him just losing the girl, because you got the fort, and you're not supposed to be, taking off of it. Like, it's great. You keep the fort. But they had an opportunity for good money with the girl, and they lost that because of Eleanor. That is going to be proof that Charles's weakness, his love for a woman, led to this. And if they decide to betray him, Charles might end up alone. There's a good chance he's going to be attacked.
I mean, we've talked about Eleanor's choices with Charles in her dream, and the fact that she doesn't know what she wants, or that she's not strong enough on her own. But some of you guys said in the comments that she technically had strength with Arnigal's men, basically, because he was supposed to be...
Not anymore.
But she used to, but Charles took that from her.
Yeah, but she's basically alone now. Like, she goes with Flint but Eleanor's problem is that she switches from men to men depending on who offers her what she wants most. Like, if Flint seems to be a lost cause with his dream, she jumps to Charles. But if Flint comes back with an idea, and Charles's idea sounds great, but it's not going to give her what she wants, she switches to Flint. Like, she does that a lot. That's why we keep saying that Eleanor's problem is that she doesn't know what she wants. But this episode, she made a decision. She betrayed Charles, and he was telling her, like, if you close that door, this is over.
It's over, yeah.
And he's gonna go after her. Because he's basically like, he's came out of the grave once. If they take him down, he'll come out of the grave again. And he's gonna go after her for revenge.
And like you said, she does not have a reminder of her betrayal with Charles. So they're done.
For now. Love can switch into hate really easily. And then it can switch back. Those feelings are not gone. He feels betrayed. And he will go through hell because of what she did. But it doesn't mean he'll give up on her completely in the end. Like, I don't know. Maybe if she needs help in the future, he'll show up. But it does sound like right now he's done with her.
Come on.
It's Charles, man.
And first season, she took his crew, she took his ship.
And he came back.
And she left him for nothing.
And he came back.
He came back. They sort of make it up, but now she betrayed him again.
Yes, but she had a good reason to, and he can understand that maybe. And he was very calm when he told her, and when she said, like, oh, you didn't, go after Ned Lowe because of me. I'm like, well, no, he really did those things for her. He twisted it to make it sound great to his crew, but he's always been motivated by her, and he wants her to be strong. So I'm guessing maybe deep down, he likes that she's, doing stuff for herself, and she's not being manipulated or convinced and stuff. It just sucks for him that she chose Flint. I'm thinking he still loves her, and maybe there's a chance that this will work again in the future. It's just right now...
But not with his actual crew.
Well, definitely not. But right now, it's going to be awkward. But we'll see. Yeah. And to be fair, now there's also this... I don't know who those guys are in the end, but it looks like they're about to either capture or murder her father.
I'm leaning toward murder.
So she's going to have shit to deal with, and it's not going to be pretty. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, maybe those are Charles' men.
Why?
I know they want to take revenge, I don't know.
They're going to the interior. But they're in the fort.
It's their father. Maybe they left.
They're nowhere near the interior. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next episode. But, and I mean, it would have happened so quickly. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, basically she's going to have to deal with whatever shit is going to happen. Because every time Flint leaves the island, it always goes to hell.
Goes to shit.
Okay, now, Anne... What a sad episode for her. I feel really bad. Like, her story is tragic as fuck, man.
Like we said, now we know where she used to be before Jack kind of saved her.
But it made me like Jack even more. I won't lie. Like, this is great, but I understand what she meant when she said, like, before Jack, all she knew was the terrible conditions that she was put through. Like, she was 13, she was a child. It's nothing a child should ever go through. It's nothing a person should ever go through, but she didn't know any better. For her, it was how life should be like. So she depended on this man who treated her like shit. And then when Jack saved her, she felt that, oh, her life kind of belonged to him, right? Everything switched to him. And so she's never lived her life for herself. She lived it for other people. First for her husband, and now after that for Jack, because she felt she owed it to him. And so she's making decisions for herself. She wasn't used to that. Understanding where she needed to go, she just did as the others did.
As she was told, yeah.
Yeah, and she's been treated like shit by her husband, and after that, she's been betrayed by Jack. So she doesn't even know what a real relationship, a good relationship, should be like. She feels betrayed. What do you want? What do you want? Go.
But
she feels betrayed.
Do you think that right now Jack and Anne's relationship is not a good one, or just they lack communication skills?
I feel like their relationship is a good one, but Anne needs to understand that if she is with him, it's because she wants to be with him, not because she has to be with him. I think Jack is great with Anne, and unfortunately, yes, he betrayed her, and it feels like shit. But I understand why he did it. He's very cerebral when it comes to these things. He plans ahead, and I don't think his intentions were bad. He truly wanted to find a way to just cement his captaincy and then bring her back in.
But she needs to find herself first to be able to be
follow him into that. Yeah. She needs to choose her path for herself. And in this episode, for the first time, she was left with no one to follow, nothing. Like, she didn't know what to do. Baby.
Are you following your path? Are you making your own path?
But she was left to choose, and she's in her mind, she's been used her entire life. So I guess once she was left, like, she tried on the dress, and yes, it didn't fit her because I don't think this is the path for her. Great metaphor. But I feel like since she's so used to being used, maybe she decided
you know what it made me think of also? Since the clothes were too big for her, like, you know when you're a child and you play grown up with your parents' clothes and makeup. I mean, it's like she was a child when she was in that abusive relationship when she was younger.
She's stuck in the middle. She can't go back to who she was before, but she doesn't want to be who she became either. So she doesn't know where to go. So yeah, she tried to dress, and for a sec she was like, well, maybe it would work. And then that guy got interested in her, offered her the path. But she felt so like, it felt like she had no other choice. That like she was tuning out. Nothing really registered. Her body was kind of moving on its own because that's all she could do. And I feel like it's just like the default, the default reaction of, well, might as well, like, I've been used all my life, might as well keep it going.
All people see someone that they can use for their own benefit, so I'm gonna just submit, basically.
Kind of like, this is my fate now, which is sad for the girls working there, but like, I don't know, for her it feels like it would have been a really bad fit. Like, she would have been going there because she felt like she had no other choice. And it's really sad considering she's really strong. And that's the one thing, like, she was saying she doesn't believe she's strong herself. Like, she thinks that her strength only depends on the others around her. But I'm thinking, girl, you just need to realize that you are your own person. You can make your own choices. Like she did last season. She did things because she wanted to. Helping Max, that did not benefit anyone other than Max and herself. And she did that. Like, she just needs to focus on that. Focus on what she desires, what she wants, and go for it. She's got support. Max is truly helping, so go for it. But it's going to take some time. She needs to shake off the trauma and realize that she's not just a tool that depends on other people's needs and desires.
But now Max is offering her a job to be her own spy for the outside world, right?
It's going to be a job for her that, again, is not something that she's going to follow someone into, sort of. It was offered by Max, but it's not like she's doing it because Jack's doing it, or she's doing it because she's forced into doing it. It's a choice. Maybe that will help. The cat really needs to be brushed. He's losing hair all over. In any case, it was a really intense moment for her.
He's making his own path.
Yeah, well, it's getting in my eye. It's getting in my eyes. It was a great, intense moment for her, and hopefully she'll get better. with the offer that Max gave her, because like now we got a lead, and I don't know, maybe she'll find a way to be useful, or she'll just leave and do her own thing. I don't know. We'll see. It was really sad though. I'm glad she didn't, like, she was saved from that path, because if she had made more steps towards that man, I think she would have been lost.
She would have sunk to the bottom, and she would not have been able to just go back to the surface. So thank you, Idel, for just putting her out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Lastly, Billy. Thank God you came through, man.
At first I was like, okay, he got tortured into, you know, choosing to betray Flint and stuff. I truly believe that he said that to Dufresne because he wanted to go with that plan if there was no other option. Then they switched to that plan really quickly, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, the plan was to give Flint a chance, right? I'm glad it all came down to just him fishing for people who would wish to betray Flint. How he said it was kind of was shocking. So he doesn't wish what happened to him on anyone, including those he might have a disagreement with. I love that we're gonna leave what happened on the ship that night to interpretation. Like, they don't know what happened.
With uncertainty, basically.
Like, Flint's hand was there, he got it, whether or not it slipped or Flint took it away. Maybe he reacted out of instinct, maybe there was too much water and it truly slipped. He also said Flint wouldn't know either.
The thing is, he's not gonna look into the past, but towards the future. And right now, Flint has a way for that future.
But that's the thing, he saw the threat. He saw them coming, and he knows that his brothers and himself will suffer if they show up and there's no way but fighting, you know, right? So Flint is offering a way forward that doesn't necessarily ask for them to die or continue their way and stuff. So yeah, I understand why he would choose Flint's way, and I kind of liked his little plan of fishing for those that would betray Flint. It was cunning, and it was in the range of John Silver.
Pirate.
And I thought it was great. We're gonna end this episode here because he's getting on my nerves. We need to give him some attention. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want the next one, she'll be on YouTube next week.
Yes.
Or soon. See you then, guys.
Bye.